Hi, in this video we're going to cover Amazon FBA failure. Maybe you feel that your current product, one of your current products isn't selling well. Maybe you feel the whole business has been a failure as well. We're going to cover some of the expectations and realities of Amazon. So even when you launch a product and you've done all the numbers and you've done all the research you can, and you've contacted 100 suppliers, you've got the best price, you've developed a really cool item, you've done everything right, you created amazing images, your listing looks great, you launch, you drive traffic to Amazon, you start to get some sales, and then sales kind of drop off and the product just doesn't seem to sell. Or maybe even before that, anywhere along the process, it seemed to fail, as in you couldn't get the initial sales, you couldn't get the initial reviews, or you didn't even manage to launch the product because it's stuck in shipping, it costs too much, you just couldn't get there. Regardless, even if everything looks great on paper and you've done everything right, sometimes it can still not work out the way you expect it. And sometimes you launch a product, you haven't really put in that much effort. I've seen sellers do this, haven't really put in that much effort. The item seems kind of rubbish, junky, me too, but somehow it sells really well and they make a lot of money off that item. So it's kind of luck as well as preparation. If you've done none of the preparation and just dump a product on Amazon, the chances of success are very small. If you've done all the preparation and dump a product on Amazon, you may or may not succeed. It's still, there's an element of luck there. Yes, some people who have done very little preparation still get lucky. I don't deny that. But why wouldn't you do everything you can to improve your product to make it as good as possible and then increase your chance of doing well? So what can you do about it? One of the ways of reducing the risk of a product failing is to expect that some products may fail. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Like, if you launch one product, it may go well, may not go well. But what if you allow for launching 5 products or 10 products and test different niches, test different products over time? Yes, it needs more capital. Yes, it needs more time. Yes, it needs more effort. But you reduce your risk because each niche, each keyword is essentially a completely different market. If you're selling yoga accessories and you sell a yoga mat, a yoga block, yoga pants, those are 3 completely different markets, 3 completely different niches, 3 completely different sets of competitors almost, because of the dynamics of the way keywords work on Amazon. So one of the best ways to reduce your risk is to allow for launching additional products. Another great way to reduce your risk is to allow for the marketing budget and spend to try to get your product off the ground. And that cost has gone up over time. Whereas before you could put a product on Amazon and then some niches it would just start to sell well. Now you have to allow for negative spending on PPC ads, as in you're losing money on your ads. You have to allow for email list building. You have to allow for driving traffic to your product. That's how you reduce the risk. The more capital you have, the more time you're willing to put in, the more effort you put in, you reduce your risk. And you've got to do that not just once, but multiple times with multiple products. The other thing is, maybe your product isn't selling so well. Maybe it just hasn't hit the numbers that you expected. I've given up at that point before on products, and then 1 month later, it takes off. So you never know, right? If you've been at it for 6 months and it hasn't quite hit what you expect, give it a full year. If you need to, get a full-time job. If you're doing it part-time anyway, that's fine. But just keep chipping it away at it, because if you completely give up, there's no chance of it succeeding. So keep going with it. You don't have to devote full time to it. You can scale back your investment. You can spare back your time. Just put in a minimal effort to keep it afloat and try to keep it going, whilst also maybe looking at launching additional products or finding something else to help fund the growth of your business or your product too. So if you stop, it's definitely not going to succeed. And I've nearly stopped too early a few times in the past. So I thought a product isn't going to sell at all, isn't going to do well, and then out of nowhere it starts to sell and starts to do well. So the secret is, if your product's kind of flatlining, keep going with it and try to launch your next product using everything you've learned from the previous product. When you get knocked down, try to stand up again. If you're hit to the floor, Amazon hasn't given you the sales you expect, think, okay, so why was it? Was the niche too competitive? Was my product the same as everyone else? I didn't make it unique. I didn't do enough marketing. Really be honest with yourself and find out where the error was in what you were doing. Then that way, when you come to do the next product, you'll avoid that error. And you may have big holes in your whole system and process. So maybe you think, oh, the error was my marketing. And then you launch a product, you get the marketing right, but then the quality of the product itself is not good. And then you go back and you launch a new product. You've got great marketing, great product, great quality. Boom, there's your sales and profits. See the first 1 or 2 years on Amazon as a learning experience. Yes, we all want to make money, and yes, we want it all to be successful. But if you take it as a learning experience and you allow for that learning experience, when it comes to the 1 or 2 year mark, your knowledge will be so much higher and you'll have a much better understanding, and you'll be able to apply that to future product launches and the growth of your business too. The other thing you can do if your product isn't doing so well is test other platforms. eBay, Walmart, there's other platforms you can sell on. Shopify, try to drive traffic that way. If you just put it on Amazon and stop there, you won't know. One of the other platforms, maybe your product is less competitive there and you can sell really well. Until you actually try, it's an unknown. So it's worth doing that. The other thing you can do is partner. Let's say you've got your product on Amazon and you've done everything you can to get it selling, but you're not very strong on, say, digital marketing. Well, what if you found a digital marketer and said, look, I'll give you 30% of the profits if you can do all of the digital marketing work. Let's get this product selling together. Maybe they say yes, maybe they say no, but what do you lose? At the moment, you're getting zero back from it. If you give away 30% of the profits to someone who's got the skill set to help you on the digital marketing, it's a win-win. They win and you win. And maybe you find a university student. Maybe it's a family, someone in your family's kid who's doing design. Someone who's got that talent in an area which you don't could help you to get your product off the table. And so, yes, a product may have failed, but there's still additional things you can try. There's still additional things you can do. And there's no reason not to take those lessons and reapply it. If you did everything you can, the product didn't sell, and you just stopped there, you've wasted the 1 or 2 years of experience and learning that you've had along the way. If you get up and step up and do another e-commerce product, it could be successful. I'm not saying it will be, definitely. But if you stop, you're guaranteed not to be successful. But if you just give it another shot, try, adjust things, there's no reason why you can't take all of that learning and skill and put it back on the table and try again. Are you looking to grow your Amazon business? Zillionaire is the best Amazon metrics software. It has dozens of great features, including real-time profit and loss, inventory management, Amazon PPC ad optimization, custom dashboards, and much, much more. Head on over to zillionaire.com and sign up today. The link is in the description below.